Hi, I'm Brooke Floyd, and welcome to another City Council meeting debrief. From the regular City Council meeting on Tuesday, May 10th, 2022 at 10 a.m. In attendance was Chief of Staff Dr. Sophia Amari, and 6 council members were physically present. Ward 1, Ashby Foote; Ward 2, Angelique Lee; Ward 3, Kenneth Stokes; Ward 4, Brian Grizel; Ward 5, Vernon Hartley; Ward 6, Aaron Banks; and virtually present, Ward 7, Virgie Lindsay, Council President. Community information. The FAA, Federal Aviation Administration, which oversees all airports in the United States, asked for the immediate removal of Richards Disposal garbage trucks from Hawkins Field, a small airport in West Jackson. The FAA regulates all aircraft, airports, and airspace. They also certify all airmen and airwomen. The garbage trucks were being stored there each day after being used during trash collection around the city. Executive Director of Pearl Riverkeeper, Abby Brahman, spoke about how over 52 million gallons of raw sewage flowed into Jackson streets, sewers, and waterways due to sewer overflows. Pearl Riverkeeper is an environmental nonprofit organization that works to protect the Pearl River watershed area, which flows around Jackson. In order for Jackson to remain compliant with the EPA, Environmental Protection Agency consent decree, a court-ordered ruling that Jackson must follow, the city must tell its residents anytime sewer overflows happen and have an effect on the water systems and our health. The Water and Sewer Department did not alert the residents of Jackson when the overflows of sewage happened. The information was released in the 2022 Quarter 1 report, which covers January through April 2022. There were 259 sewer overflows, 142 of which are ongoing and unresolved. They have not been repaired. Honors and confirmations. The City Council remembered Robert Bobby Davis from Better Men Society. Honorary renaming of Edwards Avenue from Ridgeway Street to Johnston Street to Robert Bobby Davis Drive. Honorary renaming of Utah Street from Sunset Drive to Parkway Street to Doris P. Smith Drive. Vote passed 7-0, yes, by all. Confirmation of Willie A. Cooper to the Municipal Election Commission. Celebrations and Parks and Rec. Vote passed 7-0, yes, by all. The council voted to approve an agreement with Christina Spann to provide services to the city by assisting and supporting Jackson's bicentennial celebration. Died due to lack of motion to vote. The city council did not vote to approve payment for $60,000 to professional services to make improvements to Battlefield Park. The agenda item was brought before the council and no one filed a motion to have it brought before the council for discussion or vote. The city has over 50 parks and 70 fields. The City Council says the city needs to partner with local organizations and businesses to help upkeep and provide funding for city parks. Hinds County Board of Supervisors has agreed to give $50,000 towards improvements in Battlefield Park. Councilman Banks asked for the Battlefield Park item and for 2 items dealing with fireworks celebrations for Juneteenth and 4th of July to be brought into committee so they could be discussed and won't fail due to lack of motion from council members. The council agreed to place the agenda items for Battlefield Park and fireworks celebrations for Juneteenth and 4th of July into committee. The 2 items on the agenda for fireworks were Juneteenth in the amount of $9,000, July 4th in the amount of $16,000 for 4 events around the city. The total amount of $25,000 was budgeted for Parks and Rec at the beginning of the fiscal year in August 2021. Vote passed 5-1-1. Yes by Foote, Lee, Stokes, Lindsay, and Banks. No by Grizel, and abstain by Hartley. The council voted to approve grant funding through the Mississippi Department of Wildlife, Fisheries, and Parks in the amount of $298,652.50 for improvements to Buddy Butts Park, including a recreational trail grant. Citywide improvements. Vote passed 6-1. Yes by Foote, Lee, Lindsay, Grizel, Hartley, and Banks. No by Stokes. The council approved final payment to Hemphill Construction for completion of road improvements to State Street for the Tiger Project. It was funded through federal aid for wards 1, 3, and 7. Vote passed 7-0, yes by all. The council approved a contract with Neil Schaefer Incorporated for road improvements to West County Line Road for the Tiger Project. It is funded through federal aid and affects Ward 2. Vote passed 7-0, yes by all. The council voted to approve an application with the U.S. Department of Transportation, Federal Transit Administration for grants for transportation planning in the amount of $3,713,585 and for bus and bus facilities in the amount of $287,070. Vote passed 7-0, yes by all. The council approved 6 interlocal agreements with the Hinds County Board of Supervisors, where Hinds County would provide funding for public infrastructure projects in wards 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, and for the planetarium. Wards 5 and 6 were not included in this list. Things to watch. Improvements to the Junction Shopping Center on I-55 in North Jackson. Vote passed 6-1. Yes, Foote, Lee, Lindsay, Grizel, Hartley, and Banks. Abstained by Stokes. The council voted to allow the shopping center's owners to divide up the vacant stores into smaller areas to rent them out. This does not have any effect on Home Depot or Target, who own their stores. Proposed Quick Trip in the old Twin Peaks location on Atkins Boulevard. Item was tabled until the next meeting on Tuesday, May 24th. Owners would like permission to raise their sign higher than the 35-foot allowed for signage. It will be a 6-month construction project, 3 to 4 month timeline to begin, but the company would like to begin sooner. Council and community concerns. The Jackson Redevelopment Authority, known as JRA. The City Council would like to meet with the JRA quarterly, 4 times a year, to discuss plans and upcoming projects. JRA only meets with the City Council once a year to set the budget for the year. The JRA is supposed to help the city with developing, maintaining, and obtaining properties, loans, and parking garages. Example, the Ferris Street redevelopment, Jackson Medical Mall before the Medical Mall Foundation took over, and many others. Youth and violence. Councilman Stokes brought up concerns related to the increase in youth violence. Too many youth are not attending school, parents are not being held accountable, and parents are also needing help with their teenagers. Councilman Banks mentioned community organizations working to help youth in the city. The Better Men's Society, Strong Arms of Jackson, Operation Good, and others were mentioned. This must be a community effort of parents, schools, communities, organizations, neighborhoods, churches, and more. Possible youth curfew was mentioned, but will be discussed in the Public Safety Committee meeting. City happenings. Financial Fridays, Ask Me Anything, will begin Friday, May 27th at 11 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. This month's topic is retirement. You may look online at the city events page to register, and if you have any questions, you can contact Maya Lee at jacksonmiss.gov. 2022 Juneteenth fireworks celebration will be Friday, June 17th in downtown Jackson next to the convention complex. The gates open at 6 p.m. and the show begins at 7. Fireworks will start after the last act. It is free and food vendors will be on site. Please no glass containers, but you can bring a lawn or portable chair. For more information, you can contact the Department of Parks and Recs. The July 4th fireworks extravaganza will be Saturday, July 2nd at Smithville Stadium. The Kids Zone starts at 5 p.m. and the show begins at 7. Fireworks will start after the last entertainment act. The event is free and food vendors will be on site, and again, no glass containers. Jackson People's Assembly will host a youth assembly Saturday, June 4th from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. in Smith Park. It is free for youth ages 14 to 24, lunch provided. For more information, you can contact me, Brooke Floyd, at 769-208-4131 or by my email at brooke@peoplesadvocacyinstitute.com. We are also hosting a Women and Caregivers Assembly, Wednesday, June 29th from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Mississippi at the Mississippi Museum of Art. And for more information, you can contact me at the number I provided and email. Thank you very much, and please join us for our next episode of the City Council Update.